In this video, we're going to cover some of the basic skills and knowledge that you're going to need to build a strong foundation in your internet business. Basically, to be successful, you're going to need four things. You're going to need a domain name, a hosting provider, an autoresponder, and a blog, and we'll cover all of those in this video. Okay, first of all, what is a domain name and how do you register one? Well, millions of people all over the world are using the internet on a daily basis, with more businesses and individuals creating and posting their own websites on the internet than ever before. If you are new to the World Wide Web's capabilities, there is the first initial step that you'll need to take before posting your newly created web page. In order to have a website found on the internet, you'll need to choose and register a domain name for your website. A domain name is the base name which you can choose for your website. Now, a good example would be nameofyourbusiness.com. Try not to mistake it for the URL, which would be http://www.nameofyourbusiness.com. Your domain name is actually inside the URL. It's not the actual URL. And when choosing a domain name, it's best to go with something simple and effective. You'll probably want to use your company name, and if it's already been chosen, try adding a different N, such as .org or .net. You want to avoid using diluted names like my-website-company-name.com, because some people may forget the dashes and then they'll never find you. So, why do you need to register your domain? Well, you'll need to register your domain name for the same reason as registering your actual company name with the state, so nobody else can steal your domain name, meaning there'll be two sites with the same domain, which isn't going to work. Imagine if we all lived on the exact same street. How would the post office know which house to go to if we all had the same address? It's the same on the internet. 9 times out of 10, when you sign up for a hosting account, which is what you'll need to park your website on the web, they'll offer you the ability to register a domain name for a year, or you can register it separately. And the first thing you'll need to do is to find an available domain that actively and powerfully conveys your company. That, as I mentioned earlier, that might be the company name, or it could be the name of your product, or it could be what your product does. Next, you'll need to register the domain by paying a fee, and then the domain is going to be yours for the time that the fee covers. Now, a typical fee for registering a domain name for a year will range from roughly $10 to $40, depending on the name and where you decide to purchase it. When dealing with the creation and posting of your website on the World Wide Web, you'll soon see that there are a few things involved. One of the most important steps that you'll need to take when deciding to enter the world of websites is to find and register a domain name. And the domain name will be the name in which you choose to have for your website. An example would be mycompanyname.com, as I just mentioned. And it's best to keep in mind that you'll need to put serious thought into the domain name itself and pick a company to register it for you. And here are some of the more popular ones. First one here is GoDaddy, and GoDaddy is probably the largest domain registrar, and they offer lots of different domain extensions. You can see here you've got .com, info, net, org, me, mobi, biz, usca, wsag, and so on, all the way down. Quite a large selection here. Not just for the United States, they've got ones like for Japan and New Zealand and Taiwan and so on, and the UK, etc. And they also do things like domain renewals, registrations, private registrations. They do back orders, bulk pricing, and a whole lot of other stuff, and you can also get web hosting from them as well. And they are by and large the most popular registrar on the internet. They also do international pricing. I'm showing the prices here in US dollars, but you can also, if I click on here, You can see you can select your country or region, all the different ones here that they cover, or you can choose from several different currencies here. So you can generally buy from GoDaddy either in US dollars or in your local currency. Another one is Dotster, and Dotster are very reasonable priced, and they do .com, .net, .org, .biz, info, US, .ca, .tv, .name, CC, DESR, MD, co.uk, us.com, and so on. And they've got special offers going all the time, so it's worthwhile checking back from time to time. They also do hosting plans and so on, and so there's quite a lot of stuff here on Dotster. Another one here is Monica.com, and again very similar. They do lots of different top level domains, and again you can buy and sell domain names as well. They've got a marketplace, Snap Names, where you can buy and sell domains at auction. So if you don't want to have a brand new domain name, you can buy an existing domain name via their auction site. Then you've got this one here, register.com, and again they're quite reasonably priced. They also do web hosting and web design and that sort of thing. You can start off with just a basic email package right up to fully fledged e-commerce. Namecheap is, as the name implies, where you can get some very cheap domain names, and they also offer things like SSL certificates and so on. And finally there's 1&1, and there are some great perks when you join their domain accounts, and it makes it one of the best registrars in many reviews. And their benefits include private registration, emails, email aliases, domain forwarding, URL masking, and DNS management. And they have lots of different domain extensions you can get: .com, .net, .org, info, name, biz, US, WS, Mobi, and so on. And you can see here there's all the information about what they do right here on their website. And when you're picking your domain, be sure to choose one that's going to be effective and easy to find. If you can't find the domain name of your choice, well, try a different extension to see if you can find the one of your choice. So if your website.com is taken, then try your website.net or your website.org, or perhaps if you're in a country that has a country designation, you could have .co.uk or .com.au or .ca, that sort of thing, to see if you can't find one that will do just as good a job. And choosing the best registrar to register your domains is pretty easy. You just look at the price and the benefits and see which one is going to best fill your need. Now, always avoid any registrars that you feel are scammers, and make sure that the one you choose has a guarantee and a good feedback history. Let's talk a bit about web hosting. Now, the internet is littered with websites ranging from A to Z, but where do all these sites come from, and how are they on the web? These are all questions for a newbie looking to create and post a website on the internet for all the world to see. Well, the magic answer is web hosting. And web hosting is a service provided by many companies that allows your website to be part on the web. You'll need hosting for any person to view a website at any time. And owning a website is much like owning a house or a business. The domain name is the address, the hosting is the lot or property the building, in other words the website, is placed on. And the answer to this question is merely based on preference. It's always best to go with a web hosting company that has great features, prices, and reliability. There are free hosting companies, but they're not as good as the fee-based companies. So if you plan to have a website that needs to be seen 24/7, your best bet is to go with a paid-for web hosting company that fits your needs. I'll just give you a quick rundown of some of the best web hosting companies and the services that they offer. GoDaddy, which we talked about a bit earlier, has a really wide range of services along with their web hosting. And that's why they're the largest and the best rated company on the web. And they have packages ranging from economy to unlimited, as well as all three on a specified payment plan. You can get email, MySQL databases, and a whole lot of other stuff as well. In fact, if I scroll down here, you can see the different plans that they do. Right up to the unlimited one and so on, and they can do things like dedicated hosting and all sorts of other stuff as well, and they're very reasonably priced. Another one is Yahoo.com. Now, Yahoo is known as a search engine and as an email service, but they also offer web hosting, and the benefits of using this web hosting company is unlimited emails, free setup, 30-day money-back guarantee, unlimited domains, or one domain free for life, and quite a lot more. And the prices are fairly reasonable as well. You can see at the time that I'm recording this video, you can get 12 months for $7.46 a month for the first 3 months, and then $9.95 a month thereafter. And that's a pretty good deal. Another one is Fat Cow. And this is one of the best rated web hosting companies in many reviews, and they offer a free domain name for life, which is going to help to eliminate constant renewals every year. And some great benefits that you get are unlimited bandwidth, unlimited email accounts, unlimited domains that you can host on one account, and of course free setup. They also offer MySQL databases, site builder, and a lot of other features. And as you can see, right now they've got it on special $58 a year, regularly $88 a year, which isn't a bad deal even at the regular price. And then there's JustHost.com, and it has a great many features as a web hosting company, including a free domain name for life. And you also get free setup, 30-day money-back guarantee, unlimited bandwidth, and unlimited domains under one account. And the prices range anywhere from $5 to $8 a month. In fact, they've got a special going at the time I'm recording this for $3.95, which isn't a bad deal at all. And also they have helplines set up in various countries. So for example, this is the United States. You've got a number that you can call for support within the US. In the United Kingdom, you've got a local number there, and again, pricing in sterling. So it just helps sort of simplify things. And it's easy to see that there's a wide variety of hosting companies to choose from, each fitting the needs of different people. And web hosting is a fact of life on the web, and while using a free service is obviously cheaper, it's not the best option for those looking for reliability. Another great thing is that many of these sites offer referral and reseller programs for those interested in making money to pay for the hosting. The number one thing to remember is to shop around for the best web hosting company that fits your needs. If you've ever filled out anything on the World Wide Web, you would have been contacted by an autoresponder. Autoresponders are programs that send out automatic emails to a person after they've filled out a form online. For example, when you sign up for a website, there's usually a confirmation email sent to you, and that's the work of an autoresponder. There are two different types of autoresponder: standard and advanced. The standard is basic, and it's great for thank you emails. So when you send someone an email, or when somebody sends you an email and you're out of the office and you get an automated reply saying, I'm away on vacation, I'll be back after such and such a date, that's a fairly simple autoresponder. The advanced ones are more in-depth, with capabilities of scheduling unlimited automated emails, and this is especially great for newsletters or promotional coupons. Autoresponders are one of the greatest technological advances for many businesses. If you have an average of, say, 100 orders a day, do you really want to spend the time sending a thank you email to each customer? Well, probably not. Any website that actively responds to their visitors will benefit extremely from an autoresponder by saving them time and stress. Let's just take a look at the top two autoresponder companies, and that's Aweber and GetResponse. Now, Aweber is one of the top-rated autoresponders on the World Wide Web. One of the best features of using Aweber as your autoresponder is the fact that it's one of the most powerful email marketing tools to date. Using Aweber as your autoresponder will allow you to send an unlimited amount of emails to your website's visitors with a click of a button. You'll also be able to create your own newsletters or choose from over 103 pre-made templates to send immediately or schedule for a later date and time. You'll also be able to split test different messages to see which ones are the most effective. Aweber also allows you to view and analyze clicks in your emails. Aweber also allows you to create opt-in forms and pages without HTML knowledge, which can be very handy indeed. And you can simply create an opt-in form and place it on your site or in a pop-up. And you can also have your subscribers sent to a certain page on your site after they fill out the form. And they also have an easy to use autoresponder management system to manage your email marketing campaigns. The other one is GetResponse, and GetResponse is another autoresponder that has made it on top of many lists across the internet. GetResponse prides itself on having unlimited features like unlimited messages, unlimited message length, follow-up autoresponders, broadcasts, and a whole lot more. And they also have advanced features to enhance your personalization of your email messages. And you'll also be able to view statistics with their tracking tools that track clicks, sales, visitors, and a whole lot more. And you can also manage multiple lists at the same time, as well as being able to block certain email addresses to reduce spam. They also have a feature where you can create an unblockable pop-up as well as eliminate robots from signing up to your forms. Now, autoresponders are a great technological asset for many companies and should be an accessory of all businesses. With the time that you're saved from having to deal with all the emails that you're going to get, you'll be able to focus on making money. So try out Aweber and GetResponse to benefit from the many features of having an autoresponder today. And we'll continue this video in part 2. Welcome to part 2. I want to talk a bit about blogs and blogging. Freedom of speech has taken on a whole new meaning with the use of blogs. Blogs have become extremely popular because they're free and they're easy to use. And if you're one of the millions who've wanted to spread the word through a blog, well, you've come to the right place to get started. It's actually quite simple in some cases and can be difficult with some other blogging programs. Setting up a blog through Blogger is really simple. Blogger is a blogging program created by Google, and it's free to use and simple to get started. All you need to do is sign up and then sign in, and you get a free account and you can start to use the program right away. And Blogger is hosted through Google, and it allows you to use a subdomain, for example yourname.blogspot.com. And after you sign up, you go through the process of choosing the design template. And next thing you do is you go ahead with adding content through their user-friendly control panel, and voila, you have a blog. With WordPress, actually there are two versions of WordPress. The first one here at wordpress.com actually isn't too much different than a regular blogging site. And the other one you'll find here at wordpress.org, which you download and host on your site. And it's quite a complicated process. What you have to do is download it, and then you open the file. You have to configure the MySQL databases on your server, upload it via an FTP server, and then set it all up on your site. If you have a hosting package that includes Fantastico, you can install it at a click of a button, but if you don't, then you have to install it manually, and it can be a bit difficult if you're not particularly technically minded. And then finally there's Movable Type here at movabletype.org. And again, it's similar to the downloadable version of WordPress. It's free to sign up, but you have to download it as a zip file, unzip it, and then FTP the files to your server and change all the permissions and so on. It does come with instructions as to how to do it, but again, like the downloadable version of WordPress, it can be a bit difficult if you're not technically minded. As I was saying earlier, many of the different hosting companies available offer a quick and easy installation process for adding a blog to your site. GoDaddy.com, for example, is a great hosting site that does this in less than 5 minutes with no configurations at your end. And this makes it amazingly easy to set up a blog for those who aren't particularly technical. And what you can simply do is search the web to see which blogging program you would like to use best and then get started. Another great idea is to use a different template than the default, and there are lots available which you can get for free, or there's some you have to pay for. And if you go to Google and search free WordPress themes, for example, if you're installing WordPress, you're going to find a whole lot of different sites that offer free templates, free themes that you can start to use and make your blog look a bit different from all the rest. Managing a blog is more than just posting a few items and then that's it. For those who want to use a blog as an information portal, managing a blog is a process that takes time, patience, and actual work. And there are things that you'll need to do to get your blog on the map and maintain a constant and frequent visitor flow. Now, here are some vital tips to help you learn how to manage your blog and get closer to becoming an icon in the blogging world. And the first thing to do is to create a schedule. In order to effectively manage your blog, you'll need to create a realistic schedule for the time you will apply to the process. It's extremely important that it's a truly realistic schedule so that you don't over or underestimate and lose faith in managing your blog. Try to start small and then gradually increase the amount of time that you'll put into managing your blog. And then you want to figure out your priorities, and this is best determined after you figure out what you're going to use your blog for. If it's a company blog or a blog used to sell or promote things, then you'll need to create a priority list to manage your blog effectively. When you manage your blog, you'll want to learn about posting frequently, as the posts are the heart and soul of the whole blog. So try to post daily or every other day to ensure that your readers are getting the most up-to-date information possible. Readers visit certain blogs frequently because they're full of new and updated information, so try creating a list of topics to update frequently and then write about one each day. Some bloggers keep a notebook with them all the time because inspiration can hit at the strangest moments. Unfortunately, the blogging world has the same problems with spammers as any other part of the internet. Many blogging systems are integrating widgets such as Askimet to block spammers and save you time that it takes going through all that nasty spam. The long-told phrase, practice makes perfect, is just as true for managing a blog. It takes a lot of time to learn an effective routine, and it's important to truly try before giving up, although you should never really give up. Practice also helps you to create posts much quicker and makes the time it takes to manage a blog significantly shorter. And you'll want to utilize the extra tools that come with your blog. Blogging programs offer those extra tools for a reason, to make managing your blog much easier. You'll find a wealth of useful tools in your control panel, such as RSS feed tools, spammer protection, analytics, and a whole lot more. Look into these and see what you think might help you manage your blog more effectively. If you find that managing your blog has become too much for you, you do have the option of outsourcing. And there are many sites that help connect you with bloggers and blog managers looking for work. And this is going to cost you more, but it'll be worth it in the long run if your blog is making you money. Managing a blog is not as easy as it looks, but if you utilize these tips, you'll soon see that it can be less chaotic and more effective. Continuously check your blog's program, forums and blogs to see who's using what technologies and what technologies are making it easier for you to manage your blog. Bloggers all over the world have their opinions about the blogging programs they use. Two highly used blogging programs are Blogger and WordPress, both of which had their own features and downfalls. But there's been a wide range of debate to see who would win a fight between Blogger and WordPress. There are many things to consider when comparing these two blogging programs, such as setup, templates, usability, and features. Well, let's get started. And in the blue corner, sponsored by Google, it's Blogger. And in the green corner, the up-and-coming challenger, WordPress. Round 1 is setup. In the Blogger versus WordPress debate, the setup between the two programs is drastically different. Blogger's setup is quite simple and only requires you to sign up for a free account and pick a blog theme and name. WordPress's setup can be much more difficult than Blogger's. WordPress requires you to sign up, download, configure files, FTP transfer to your server, and then install. For those who are unfamiliar with server technology, they're going to find it extremely hard to set up WordPress. Thus, Blogger wins this round. And round 2 is templates. Every blogging program has basic templates to choose from when you're creating a blog. WordPress comes equipped with 2 themes when installing it onto your server. However, there is an abundant amount of free and fee-based themes available on the web. But Blogger has 12 templates to choose from in the base process of getting started. Again, there are those who offer free and fee-based templates for Blogger as well. But for the sake of simplicity, Blogger wins this round due to having more templates on the base site. Round 3 is usability. In the Blogger versus WordPress debate, the usability between the two is quite different. Many say that Blogger is better than WordPress when it comes to usability, and others say vice versa. So let's look at the basics. Blogger has 3 sections: postings, settings, and layouts. It's simple and effective, but a little difficult to understand and organize. WordPress has a uniquely integrated control panel that has a separate place for posting blog posts and web pages. There's also a place to edit, both for newbies and advanced webmasters. Not to mention its organization is simple and effective. Thus, WordPress wins this round. And round 4 is features. Both Blogger and WordPress have many options and extra features to choose from. Both of these programs offer widget and commenting capabilities. Blogger has the option to have multi-language blogs, multiple blogs on one account, and group blogging. However, WordPress has many features that are less limited than Blogger's, a favorite being the ability to archive and organize the way you want. It also has better text formatting options and accurate coding for a crisp, professional-looking blog. let's face it, professional is always the best option, so WordPress wins this round. The debate of Blogger versus WordPress has come to a tie, thus proving the long-known truth that choice is based on experience and personal preference. The information in this video will bring you one step closer to choosing which blogging program is best for you in your situation. If you want an easy and effective way to just write what you want, Blogger is for you. If you prefer a professional looking website with a blog, WordPress is the way to go.